Hello, and welcome to Becoming Resilient Podcast, Episode 3. Today, we're talking about the importance of listening to your body. You know, we listen to music, we listen to podcasts like what we're doing right now. We listen to a lot of things, but one of the most important things that we give the least amount of time to listen to is our bodies. Your body tells the story. Are you listening? I want to read a quote from Martin Luther King. He said, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in times of challenge and controversy. The true neighbor will risk his position, his prestige, and even his life for the welfare of others. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience. The true neighbor will risk his position." And I love that part because even his life he will risk for the welfare of others. And so many times we do that, even when it comes to our body. Can the church say amen? And Martin Luther King is just reemphasizing that. However, today I want to encourage you to listen to your body. I believe resilience is a muscle that you develop through every challenge that you go through. And I do believe that everything has a purpose, and it's for us to learn something from them. And so today I'm challenging you to think and stop on your drive. If you're listening to this in the car, or if you're taking a few minutes out of your busy day, I want you to consider listening to your body and to make some decisions about maybe the things that you have been ignoring. These are just thoughts. These are conversations from a cancer conqueror who has walked the road, who has been there, who has done that, who does not have all the answers. But I said that I would share what I learned from my own challenge to encourage you if you're walking through this road right now, or so that you can encourage someone else. So please feel free to share this with anyone you know who tends to be putting things off because of the words of a Southern belle. Tomorrow is another day. Yes, I know. While tomorrow is another day, again, we're not only responsible for what we do with our body, we're responsible for what we do today. Tomorrow is not promised to us, as James tells us. We should be careful how we go about saying tomorrow we'll do this and tomorrow we'll do that. But if God wills that we do that tomorrow, we will. So today, while we're actively listening, let's consider our own body. I want to ask you some questions. Maybe this might apply to you. Have you been having any headaches? Have you been sleeping and waking up tired? You know, you can go to bed and you feel like you think you've had 6 hours sleep, but you get up and you feel like you've had 30 minutes. Are you having any kind of chest pain that's rolling around in your body? How about arm pain? Are your ears tingling? Are your eyes twitching? Is your jaw or your gums giving you some problems? Is there swelling in any part of your body? Am I hitting on any nerves? Is there any kind of consistent pain or something that's been annoying you in your body? Hello, newsflash, something's off. If you can answer yes to any of these questions and any other questions that you might have attributed, something is not right. Something's not right, my friend. And I want to encourage you to take some time to check it out and do what I said to you very early on in the very early podcast. And that was stop. S-T-O-P spells stop, literally. Stop, take a deep breath, and think for a moment that is it possible that there's something else happening in my body? You see, the reason why our body is telling a story and why I want us to start listening to it is because it is something that anybody that has had cancer or any other issue in their body, or even in a relationship, we don't take the time to examine and say, maybe I need to get some opinion or a practitioner's opinion on what's going on and get it checked out before it develops and blows up into something worse. How many of us are going through our day, day after day, answering to the call of everyone else, responding to the bidding of our work, of our spouse, of our friends, of our family, and we are not responding to our own body until it's screaming at us. We're working hard. We're doing all that we know we are to do, but are we listening? 3 things I want you to consider today. God created this body. We are responsible to maintain it. God created this body, and we are responsible to maintain it. What does that really mean? Well, let's think about things that we have that we place value on. You hear that word a lot, value. We place value on our houses. We place value on our clothes. We place value on our cars. We place value on things. Yes, because they're close to us. They're important to us. We've spent time and energy to purchase or get them. But God has created this body that we're housed in right now. He's given us this body, and he's asking us to be responsible to maintain it. Early in the Old Testament, there's a whole lot of dialogue from God telling Moses to get this down on what things to eat and the best things to eat and how to care for our body. Ever heard the statement, garbage in, garbage out? It's very true. You are what you eat. If you're going to eat, if I see you eating junk, you're going to become the value of the junk that you're eating, which is not very good. If you are hydrating and feeding your body water, which we are made of such a large percentage of, we won't suffer from a lot of things, which is my second point. You are the only one besides God who knows when it's functioning at its optimum. I'll say that again. You're the only one besides God who knows when it is functioning at its optimum level. So listen to it, hydrate it. That's a very important part. When your body is not hydrated, can I tell you what happens? Your lips get dry, your body feels limp, you don't have the energy. And one of the things very early on that alerted me to be concerned about or to listen to my body was when I was getting headaches. And a biochemist sister of mine asked me actually, have you drank some water today? And I couldn't respond. I said, no, I can't recall. She said, try drinking some cold water or some room temperature waters. Try hydrating your body. Can I tell you, rather than going for the Tylenol, which I would have done, my body was saying, I need you to hydrate me. And after a couple of glasses of water, that headache went. I remember also the importance of hearing that my lips were dry and it was lacking water. Wasn't lacking lip balm, but I was lacking hydration. So your body will tell you when it needs water because we're made of such a huge percentage of water. So as we walk and as we sweat and as we exercise, water leaves our body. Well, if something's leaving, you've got to replenish it, right? So listen to that. So God created this body and we're responsible to maintain it. And secondly, you're the only one besides God who knows when it's functioning at its optimum. So listen to it. And finally, whatever you feed your body will affect its operation. Whatever you feed your body will be affected. Whatever you feed your body will be affected by its operation. And that's where that garbage in, garbage out. If you feed your body food that's been made by God, your body is going to operate at its maximum. What do I mean by its maximum? Well, earlier I said that in the scripture, God tells us things that are beneficial for our health. He also gives us instructions on what's beneficial for our health, and that's reading his word. So what you put into your body and into your spirit is going to affect its operation. If you don't put oil in your car, do you know that you will try to get out there and you will try to start your car and it's going to be sluggish because it doesn't have what it needs to function properly? It's like anything else. If you do not put oil in the doors, when you move the door, it starts to squeak. I believe it's WD-50. There's an oil that if you put some oil on that, it will stop the squeaking of the door. So you won't hear that creaking because it's able to maneuver properly. So, my friends, in order for us to be healthy, in order for us to be functioning at our optimum, we really need to listen to what our body is screaming and saying that it needs, or when it's telling us that something's not operating right. Take it from me, I've learned to listen. I wasn't listening. And so very early on, when I wasn't listening and I was tired and I was exhausted and I was just giving and giving and giving, and I was not getting the time, the rested time that my body needed, it started to scream and it started to say, hey girl, if you don't slow down, I'm going to slow you down. Many times God is asking us to stop, to be still, to take the time, to slow down and listen to him. And sometimes when we don't listen and we don't take the time to obey what the Creator is telling us or is inviting us to do, we're the worse off for it. So your body is telling a story. Take the time and listen to it and respond accordingly. Because this is how you're going to become resilient. This is how you're going to become better. This is how you're going to be able to bounce back because you're listening early to what's happening and you're responding to its needs. So becoming resilient is a process, I told you. So let's work together. Listen to your body because it's screaming, it's talking to you. And when in doubt, find somebody that you can be accountable to and say, would you hold me accountable to drinking 8 glasses of water? Get an app on your phone and use it as a hack and record. Get a coach to be responsible for your working with them on your nutrition. If you know that your nutritional habits are really whack and off, get somebody to be accountable to. So let's write a good story. And let's listen to our body. Thanks for joining. Until next time, share this, like it, leave me a review, subscribe to the podcast. There's more to come.